In the streets of Wad Madani, civilians and soldiers celebrated what could be a turning point in Sudan's devastating civil war. The strategically important city, capital of Al Jazeera State, was recaptured from the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces by the Sudanese army over the weekend. The deputy leader of the armed forces, General Shams al-Din Kabashi, told troops and residents that it was a big victory. But the army is not stopping until every inch of this country is cleansed. War broke out in April 2023 over the integration of the Sudan Armed Forces and the RSF. It has created one of the world's largest humanitarian crises, pushed more than 12 million people from their homes, and plunged half the population into hunger. The RSF's occupation of Al Jazeera has turned the fertile state into one at risk of famine. Residents and eyewitnesses say villages were emptied out in violent raids as fields lay fallow or were set on fire. Alam Abdul Kader is a lawyer in Wad Madani.
Those people exhausted us in Madani. They looted our belongings and warehouses. They broke into houses, and if they didn't find anything from certain people, they would beat them.
The RSF denies such accusations and says it is fighting rogue actors who are committing abuses. Its leader, Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, has admitted defeat in Wad Madani, but insisted that the battle is not over. The army's relatively swift takeover of Wad Madani comes after weeks of advances in surrounding villages. It is newly equipped with armaments and recruits to the allied forces. The Joint Forces, a collection of former rebel groups, as well as Sudan Shield, led by an RSF defector, participated in the assault. Sources within the RSF say its soldiers were exhausted by airstrikes and dwindling stocks of ammunition and supplies. Eyewitnesses said the RSF withdrew north towards other towns in the state and the capital, Khartoum. If the army is able to regain full control of Al Jazeera State, that could be pivotal in its efforts to choke the RSF supply lines to Khartoum and elsewhere. The RSF still controls most of the capital, though the army has made gains.